Okay. I'm recording this session on my side. After this session, I will share with you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's start our discussion on Fortinet Firewall device.
Okay.
So today we'll focus on our topic discussion first. Fabian, what
Okay.
topic we will cover in our complete training?
Okay.
So total we have 14 modules to discuss in our firewall training, and this training will take minimum 24 to 28 hours. You have to spend 24 to 28 hours to finish this training. What I can provide you
Okay.
from my side, I can provide you slides and notes, for each topic. So we have a proper notes for each topic. Then I will provide you lab setup software, so that you can create lab on your laptop,
Mm.
and for set up the lab, you need minimum 8 GB RAM in your laptop. This is the minimum requirement to set up the lab on your laptop, 8 GB RAM.
Okay.
Okay, so I will share EVNG full pack, and I will also tell you how to set up our lab. Okay, so this is EVNG full pack. Why I'm sharing EVNG full pack? Because into this EVNG full pack, you can get all the devices, not only Fortinet, FortiManager, okay, FortiManager device, FortiGate, FortiAnalyzer, Palo Alto, Panorama, FTD, router, switches, all vendors devices you can get here. Yeah. So this is single 70 GB file. You can download today or tomorrow. Okay. And we can set up our lab. If you download today, so we can set up our lab tomorrow. No problem. Okay, Fabian?
Okay.
Third, I will provide you is called recording. So as I said, I will record this session, and this recording I will share with you. Let's start our topic discussion today. So the first, see here we have approx 14 module to discuss. Our first
Mm.
topic is called Introduction and Initial Configuration. What is introduction and initial configuration? In introduction and initial configuration, we will talk about product family. We need to know about the product family, which firewall series is suitable for my organization. Okay, for example, I'm working a big network, I'm working a small network. So which firewall series is suitable for my network? I need to know. Okay. Now, what is the default factory configuration? If I have a brand new FortiGate firewall device,
Yes.
what is the default configuration? And in case if I want to manage this firewall device through CLI command or through graphical page, yes, most of the configuration, 95% configuration, we will configure through graphical page. So how to work with CLI command, how to work with graphical page, then
Mm.
we can focus on how to create multiple firewall administrator account, multiple firewall admin account. It's called RBAC, role-based access control. Okay, how to work with backup and restore option, configuration backup and restore,
Mm.
how to upgrade firmware, how to work with interfaces. So yes, like other vendor, you can focus on physical interface configuration and logical interface configuration. Fabian, do you have any idea about logical interfaces? Do you know about logical interfaces?
Yes, I know. I know the
Can
logical
you
interface.
can you please tell me any logical interface name? Any logical
Yes,
interface
we
name?
have
Loopback.
we
Thank you
have
so
loopback
much.
interface.
Thank you. Loopback. Any other?
Yes, we have VLAN interfaces.
VLAN interface, right? We have VLAN interface, we have loopback
Yes.
interfaces, we have Ether channel, right?
Yeah.
Ether
Ether
channel,
channel.
and you can discuss one more concept here. This is called
Yes, Ether
redundant
channel.
interface.
Yes.
So my point is, here we can configure our physical interfaces and our logical interfaces
Yeah.
like other vendor. Okay, how to configure physical and
Okay.
logical through CLI and through graphical. I will show you. You can say
Okay.
this topic,
Okay.
you can say only this topic will take minimum 3 to 4 hours. Only this first topic, introduction and initial configuration. After that, we can focus on
Okay.
routing concept. Why routing in FortiGate firewall device? Because for routing, we have a dedicated appliance. It's called router, right? Why we are discussing routing
Yes.
concept in FortiGate firewall device? See, FortiGate is giving you option like other vendor. FortiGate is giving you option in case if you want to configure routing. Yes, you can. Okay, you can. Oh, and see here we can implement static routing, default routing,
Dynamic.
and dynamic routing. Yes, dynamic routing. Dynamic routing. In dynamic routing, we can focus on RIP protocol, OSPF protocol, and what? BGP. And
BGP.
here I'm not telling you the story about static routing default. You are familiar with this concept in CCNA training, right? In basic CCNA training, you
Yes,
are
right.
familiar with this concept. What I'm doing, I'm trying to tell you how to configure in FortiGate firewall box. And yes, routing is required for different network communication. Routing is required to reach any destination. Routing is required.
Yes.
Now, the next concept is called NAT, and this is very important topic for any next generation firewall device for any L3 box. NAT, NAT we are using for translation, right? And if you remember in seasonal training,
Yes, right.
so we have three type of NAT. It's called static NAT,
Mm.
dynamic NAT,
Dynamic notes.
and what? PAT option.
On the overload, but
PAT, port address translation, right? So in Cisco
yes, right.
router or in router scenario, yes, you can implement these type of NAT. But if you talk about FortiGate firewall, in FortiGate firewall, we can discuss two type of NAT. It's called source NAT, and the second option is what? Destination NAT
You know,
implementation. Destination NAT. To configure source and destination NAT, we have two configuration option. First option is what? Firewall
mm.
policy NAT. We can discuss firewall policy NAT. And second option is what? Second option is central NAT. So first we can focus about what is source NAT, what is the use case of source NAT, what is the scenario to use source NAT, what is the scenario for destination NAT. And to configure source and
Mm.
destination NAT, we have two configuration option in FortiGate firewall. Either we can configure source and destination NAT with firewall policy NAT, or we can configure with central NAT. Okay. So now what is the difference in between firewall
Okay.
policy NAT and central NAT? We will discuss in detail. Okay. Only this topic,
Okay.
Fabian, only this topic will take minimum 3 to 4 hours. Only this topic.
Okay.
And NAT is only we are only using for translation. Through NAT, you cannot allow your
Yes.
traffic. Okay. NAT is only
Yes.
used for translation. But if you want to allow your traffic, you need firewall policy. For example, you have a FortiGate firewall device. Okay, this portion you are using as a LAN side portion. This side is what? ISP side network. Okay, if you want to allow your traffic from LAN side, this LAN portion to WAN side network, yes, you need to configure policy. If you talk about Palo Alto firewall, Checkpoint firewall, and Cisco FTD, these are what? These are called JBF firewall box. These are called JBF, zone-based firewall. Okay, if you are working with any zone-based firewall device, so the concept is if you want to allow your traffic from one zone to another zone, for example, if you want to allow your traffic from LAN zone to WAN zone, you can configure policy. But FortiGate is not a zone-based firewall, Fabian. FortiGate is not a zone-based firewall. No. In FortiGate, what concept we have? In FortiGate, if you want to allow your traffic from one interface to another interface, one interface to another interface. For example, traffic is trying to allow from port number 2 to port number 3. Port number 3. So you can define your incoming interface, your outgoing interface. In FortiGate, if you want to allow your traffic from one interface to another interface, you can configure firewall policy. Firewall policy. How to create firewall policy? In case if I'm working in a big network, I want to create 100 firewall policy, 200 firewall policy, how to create, how to modify, how to delete, how to configure with graphical page, how to configure with CLI command, what is policy order. So we can discuss in detail about firewall policy. So firewall policy is required to allow your traffic. Okay, but if traffic is traveling from private network to public network, we need translation. Fabian, clear my point?
Yes, I can hear.
Translation, yes. Now, let's talk about these concepts. So these are called next generation firewall feature. These are called next generation firewall feature. Web filtering, application control, antivirus, and file filter. These are called security profile. Security profile. Why we need security profile concept? For example, I have one FortiGate firewall device, and as per your policy, this inside machine can communicate with this outside server. For example, we have 8.8.8.8. As per your firewall policy, traffic is traveling from port number 2 to port number 3. This inside machine can establish its connection with outside server. Now, within a session, this inside machine is trying to download a file, and maybe this file is infected with some malicious code. This file is infected with virus. Then only your firewall policy cannot detect this information. Why? Because in firewall policy, you can add only two information: L3, source IP, destination IP, and service or protocol. So you can only add source IP, destination IP, source port number, destination port number, and you can take a decision. Based on your firewall policy, traffic is traveling. If inside machine is trying to download any malicious file within a live session, trying to download a virus, for example, then only your firewall policy cannot detect. Then you can go with next generation firewall feature. These are what? Next generation firewall feature. Into this scenario, you can create antivirus profile to detect virus information in data payload, to detect virus information, malware information in data. Yes, you can create antivirus profile, and this profile you can attach with your firewall policy. Now, your antivirus profile can detect viruses based on antivirus signature database. And this signature database you can download from FortiGuard server. If your firewall device is registered with Fortinet, if you have proper license of for antivirus feature, yes, you can download latest antivirus signature database. How to create signature database? This is not your task. Fabian, clear my point?
Yes,
How
I
to
can.
create signature database? This is not your task. No. This is Fortinet engineers' responsibility. They can create signatures. They can upload on update server. They can upload on FortiGuard server. You as a firewall administrator, you can download these signatures. If you have up-to-date signature, then yes, your firewall can detect virus within a live session. Your antivirus profile can detect viruses and can take a decision based on your configuration. For example, you want to block, firewall can block. If you want to monitor, firewall can monitor. So you can add your antivirus profile. This is what next generation firewall feature. We have other options also, like application control. What is application control? In application control, FortiGate firewall can detect applications. Based on 7 byte of application data, your FortiGate firewall can detect applications. For example, you want to block Facebook application in your network. You want to block YouTube application. You can do this. You can work with any specific application. If you want to block complete category, for example, I don't know which application is a part of gaming category, but I want to block. You can do this with application control. So you can work with a specific application. You can go with the application category. What about web filtering? What about web filtering? So in web filtering, you can work with any specific URL, any specific website. If you want to block, monitor, allow, you can do this with web filtering. For example, I have this specific URL. I have this specific URL. I don't know anything about this URL, but I want to block. I want to block. So you can do this with web filtering. You can block or monitor any specific URL, or in case if you want to block any website category, URL categories, then yes, you can do this. For example, I want to block shopping category website. I want to block social networking category websites. I want to block all news and media category website. Yes, you can do this with web filtering profile. What is file filter? What is file filter? Fabian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. Give me 1 minute, okay? 1 minute only.
Okay.
Hello, Fabian, can you hear me?
Yes, I
Okay,
can hear you, sir.
let's continue our discussion now. So
Okay.
next profile is what? Next profile is file filter. Okay, next profile is what? File filter. So in file filter, FortiGate firewall can detect file type or file extension. For example, in my network, I want to block exe file or PDF file in network. Exe or PDF file. No one can upload and download PDF or exe file. So yes, you can do this with file filter. In FortiGate, Fabian, you can say file filter, okay? If you are working
Okay.
Palo Alto firewall device, you can say file blocking profile. In
Okay.
Cisco FTD, you can say file policy. In Checkpoint, you can say file policy. File policy. Now, next point is what? Next, we can discuss about firewall authentication. Firewall authentication. What is firewall authentication? So I have a small topology. Let's create a topology. I have a FortiGate firewall device. This firewall is connected with LAN side switch. Here we have LAN side switch. And we have multiple computers, for example. Wait. This firewall is connected with LAN side switch. In LAN side, we have multiple computers. This side is what ISP side portion. My point is, if this inside machine 192, 168.10.10 is trying to communicate with 8.8.8.8. Trying to communicate with 8.8.8.8. So when this inside machine will hit traffic on firewall device, as per your firewall policy rule, traffic is traveling, no problem. In firewall policy, in fact, for example, you have a rule 1. This is firewall policy ring. As a firewall administrator, in case if I want to verify log information, if someone will hit onto this policy, I want to verify log information. In logs, you can only get IP address information, source IP and destination IP. You have only IP address information in logs. You don't have user account information. You don't have full visibility. You don't know which user account is trying to click on this malicious link. Which user account is trying to access this application. Clear my point? Web plus?
Yes, 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 yes.
You don't have full visibility. You
Mm.
have only IP address information. So for full visibility, you can create user account. You can create user account. And to create user account, we have two options. You can create user account in local database. If you are working in a small network, yes, you can create user account in local database. Okay, but in case if you are working in a big network, so yes, you can go with remote authentication server. Like you have, in case in your network, you have radius server. Maybe in your network, you have TechX server or you have LDAP server, lightweight directory access protocol, or you can say ADDS server. How to prepare this radius and TechX, this is not our task. Okay, for radius and TechX, we have a separate training is called CISCO ICE. ICE engineer can prepare this radius and TechX. And to prepare LDAP server or Microsoft Active Directory, you need server administrator. You need MCSA certified engineer and MCSE certified engineer. So server administrator can create admin account. Fact, clear my point?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, but see, in our training, I will show you how to prepare Active Directory or LDAP. We'll discuss how to do integration.
Mm.
We'll do how to do integration with Microsoft Active Directory. So all the user accounts are available into this centralized database. Okay, and they are what? They are domain users, so they can log in on these machines. Now, this time in your policy, you can add your source user information. Okay, you can do integration. You can go with integration process in between Active Directory and FortiGate Firewall box. Clear my point, Fabian?
Yes, sir.
Can we take a break for 5 minutes only? Fabian?
5 minutes. Okay, no
5 minute break
problem.
only.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, 5 minutes, no problem.
Yes. We can continue. It's 11:38 on my side. We will continue at 11:45. Okay, Fabian? Please
Okay, sir.
please turn off your mic. Please turn off your mic.
Okay. Okay.
Hello, Fabian. Can you hear me, dear? Fabian,
Yes, I can hear you,
can
sir.
we continue our topic now?
Yes, we can continue, sir.
Okay. So my point is what we can do integration, and in our training, I will show you how to do integration. Okay. It means we can prepare one LDAP server. I can prepare. Okay. This will take maximum 20 to 25 minutes. So we
Okay.
can prepare one LDAP server. Okay. I want to show you the real network, real scenario. Okay. Because it's very
Oh,
important because in a real network, most of the time you can get active directory domain and service domain scenario. So now my point
yeah.
is this machine, let's take example, this server is a active directory server, is a active directory server. For example, here we have abc.com. Domain is what? Or abc.com. And these are the part of they are the part of domain. All the user accounts are available into this centralized database. They can log in and into policy this time you can add your user account information. So this machine first he will log in with his username and password into machine. He can initiate his traffic. This traffic will go and hit on firewall device. Firewall will check is there any policy available for this user account. If policy
Mm.
available, traffic is traveling, and if traffic is traveling, then yes, you can verify in logs user account information. This time you have full visibility. Clear now, Vipin?
Yes, clear. Yes, clear.
Okay, but what about guest user? In case in your network you have some
Mm.
guest user today, two or
Mm.
three guest user. They are not
Mm.
they are not permanent users. They
Yes.
are not permanent. They are guest user only.
Yes.
Okay, so I cannot join these computer into this Active Directory. So
Yes.
what I can do for this guest user full
Mm.
visibility. So we can go with a concept is called captive portal. Captive portal for guest user. We can enable captive portal feature here. Captive portal feature. And yes, for guest user, you can create some user account in local database. In local database. And these user accounts, these username and password, you can provide to each client, each guest user. So when this guest user is trying to he's trying to hit on this LAN interface, you enable captive portal feature here, then this FortiGate firewall will provide him a captive portal page. So this guest user, he need to authenticate first with his username and password. If he is successfully authenticated with captive portal page, then yes, if there is a policy, traffic is traveling. And if traffic is traveling, so this time you have full visibility for domain user, full visibility for guest user.
Okay.
Clear my point, Fabian?
Yeah. Yes, clear.
So this is topic. This is our topic, firewall authentication. It's very interesting topic, firewall
Mm.
authentication. So,
Great.
so okay, next we can discuss about virtual domain. What is virtual domain? So in virtual domain, you can divide your single firewall box into multiple virtual firewall box. Multiple virtual firewall box. For example, I have one FortiGate firewall box. This FortiGate firewall box is connected with a switch. Okay, we have multiple computers, multiple departments, you can say, on LAN side network. This is what
Mm.
marketing network. This is
Mm.
what sales, and this is what HR.
Mm. Sure.
Okay, so in case if I'm looking for a separate departmental control for each department, okay, I want to configure separate type of NAT policy, firewall policy, okay, VPN configuration, routing configuration, interface configuration for each department. Or you can say, I'm looking for L3 firewall box, L3 firewall box for marketing and for sales, and L2 firewall box for HR firewall box. Into this scenario, I need three separate physical appliances. I need three separate physical appliances. If you are going with three separate physical appliances, what about cost?
Mm.
So that's why what we are doing, we are going with a single big box. We can buy a single big box, and with the help of license, you can divide your single firewall box into multiple virtual firewall box. You can divide your single firewall box into multiple virtual firewall box like marketing, sales, HR. And there is no any communication in between these firewall box. These are called virtual domains, or in short, you can say VDOM concept. VDOM concept. And these interfaces are called resources. Resources. Now this time, marketing traffic is traveling via marketing firewall box, sales traffic is traveling via sales, HR traffic is traveling via HR firewall box. So in virtual domain, we can divide our single firewall box into multiple virtual firewall box. We'll discuss in detail, okay? Right now, I'm giving you basic idea, Fabian.
No,
Clear?
it's some things like VRF, right?
Sorry?
It's some things like a VRF, VRF,
VLAN. You were talking about VLAN.
VRF, VRF. It's some
VRF,
things like
exact.
VRF.
No, it's not a VRF. It's not a VRF, but you can say it's like a VRF. Yes. Like in
Yes.
VRF, what we are doing, in
Mm.
VRF, you can divide your single global routing table into multiple virtual routing table, right?
Yes, right.
But here we have complete box, separate box, three
Mm.
separate physical appliances. Clear now?
Yes, clear, sir.
Okay. Now let's talk about next topic. Next, we can discuss about layer 2 firewall. Layer 2 firewall. So remember always, we can use our firewall box in two mode. Either we can use our firewall box as a layer 3 firewall box, or we can use as a layer 2 firewall box. Okay, so I have one FortiGate firewall box. This firewall box I'm using as a layer 3 in case. So these interfaces are called L3 interfaces. These interfaces are what? L3 interfaces. So you can configure IP address on these interfaces. You can configure IP address on these interfaces. You can configure routing onto this box, NAT, VPN, in case if you are using this complete box as a layer 3 firewall box. You can utilize next generation firewall feature also, because it's a firewall box, so we can utilize next generation firewall feature. But in case if you are using this complete box as a layer 2 firewall, if you are using this complete box as a layer 2 firewall box, so these interfaces are what? These interfaces are called L2 interfaces. L2 interfaces. It's not a switch port, Fabian. It's not a switch port. No,
Yes,
I'm talking about layer
yes,
2. It means these are layer 2 interfaces. You cannot configure IP address on these interfaces. You cannot configure routing. No. You cannot configure NAT. No. VPN. No. But it's a next generation firewall device, so you can utilize next generation firewall feature. Next generation firewall feature. Clear my point?
clear, sir.
So the problem is, if I'm using my complete box as a layer 3 firewall box, I have great feature, right? I have great
Mm.
feature. I can configure IP address on interfaces. I can go with routing option, NAT, VPN. But in case if I'm using my firewall box as a layer 2 firewall box, yes, I have limitation, right?
Yes, right.
I have limitation. I cannot configure IP address on interfaces. I cannot configure routing, VPN, NAT. No, not possible. So in this scenario, we can use our complete box as a layer 2 firewall. In this scenario, we'll discuss in detail. Okay, we have a topic, layer 2
Okay.
firewall. Clear now?
Yes, clear.
Our next topic is what? Login and monitoring. This topic is very important. This topic we are using for troubleshooting. Once you configure everything, Fabian, once you configure everything, for example, NAT, policy, security profile, routing, interface configuration, VPN configuration, high availability. Once you configure everything, what is your next task? To monitor your network, right? To
Yes,
troubleshoot
right.
your network, right? If
Yes, right.
someone will hit on firewall policy, I want to verify the log information. If any VPN tunnel down, VPN tunnel up, I want to verify the log. If any routing packet loss, I'm looking for logs. So here you can verify all type of logs, all type of logs. And to store our logs, we have two options. You can store your logs in database, local database. This is the first option. You can store all your logs in 48 firewall local storage. Local storage. In case if you are receiving too much log every day, you are receiving 2000, 5000 logs every day, and you want to send these logs on remote logging server, then yes, you can go with this option, remote logging server. In our training, yes, I will show you how to send logs on syslog server, how to send logs on SNMP server. If you talk about Fortinet. So in Fortinet, we have a product, Fabian. In Fortinet, we have a separate product. It's called FortiAnalyzer. Do you have any idea about this device, Fabian?
Yes, I heard about this one, but in detail, no.
Okay, no problem. See, my point is what FortiAnalyzer is a Fortinet products. To
Mm.
store all Fortinet devices logs on a centralized location, you can deploy FortiAnalyzer. It's a part of NSC5.
Okay.
Okay. But there is a device. I'm
Okay.
only giving you an idea. There is a device in Fortinet. Our focus is what? Into this training. Our focus is what? How to send logs on syslog server and on
And
SNM.
okay.
Next topic, we can discuss about packet capture. It's very important. How to
Okay.
capture our live packet to troubleshoot
Okay.
our network. And to capture
Oh,
our packet, we have two options. We can go with GUI option. So you can capture your packet with graphical page in PCAP format. This PCAP format file you can open in any popular tool like Wireshark. Wireshark. In case if you don't have Wireshark or graphical page access, then yes, you can capture your packet through CLI command. And in CLI command, we can use a popular command, diagnose sniffer packet. This command is very important for complete Fortinet trading. Fabian,
okay.
diagnose sniffer packet. Diagnose sniffer packet command you can use in FortiAnalyzer, you can use in FortiManager, you can use in FortiGate Firewall Box. Yes, it's a common command. So this login and monitoring, here we can discuss all type of logs. Now let's talk about VPN concept, chapter number 12 and 13. These two topics are related with VPN concept. So first we will discuss about what is VPN, why we are using VPN, what is the benefit of VPN. Once you clear the basic idea, and if you talk about implementation, so yes, we have two type of VPN implementation. The first one is IPsec and second is SSL VPN. IPsec we are using for site to site VPN connectivity. For example, you have branch office A, and branch office B. You want to connect these two branch office over this public network, over this untrusted network in a secure manner. So yes, you can establish a secure tunnel. You can establish a secure tunnel in between site A and site B. And once you establish your tunnel, then yes, this complete traffic is encrypted. This is called what? Site-to-site VPN connectivity. Site-to-site VPN connectivity. And for site-to-site, we have 3 labs in FortiGate firewall. So first, we can discuss about route-based site-to-site VPN. Second option, we have what? Policy-based. And third option we have is called template-based site-to-site VPN. Template-based site-to-site VPN. Sorry, wait. Site-to-site VPN. So we have 3 separate labs only for site-to-site VPN connectivity. Fabian, clear my point?
Clear, sir.
Okay, we have one more kind of VPN implementation. We have one more kind of VPN implementation is called remote access. It is what? Remote access. Remote access VPN. What is remote access VPN? In remote access VPN, outside user, you can say, outside user or remote user, he's trying to access private resources. So he need to establish a connection first. He need to establish a connection first. And once this connection will establish, then yes, he can access private resources. This connection is called what? Remote access VPN connection. And for remote access VPN connection, we can go with SSL and IPsec. IPsec. So it means only these two topics will take minimum 5 to 6 hours. VPN. Okay, clear now my point?
Okay, clear, sir.
Now we can discuss about high availability. What is high availability? Fabian, any idea about high availability? Failover concept, right?
Yes,
Failover concept. For example, I have one FortiGate firewall box. This firewall is connected with LAN side network. We have multiple computers this side, and this side is what? ISP side connection. Into this topology, everything is working fine. Everything is working fine. Okay, you have IP address on LAN interface, IP address on WAN interface, 192.168.10.10/24. This side you have 99.99.99.100/24. My point is, into this topology, everything is fine. You have IP address on interfaces, routing, NAT, policy. You can say traffic is traveling through this firewall box. Okay, but here we have a single firewall box. Single firewall box. In case if this box goes down, then if this box goes down, you will lose your connectivity, right?
Yes.
Your LAN user, they cannot go on internet site. So what you can do, you can go with backup plan. You can go with backup plan. You can add one more firewall device into your topology. This is FortiGate firewall box 2. This is FortiGate firewall box 1. Now we can change our topology. Here we have switch number 2, switch number 1. This is ISP portion. This side is what? LAN side portion. So second firewall box I'm using for high availability. If we talk about high availability mode, so we have two practical to implement: active passive and active active. In between firewall box 1 and firewall box 2, we need a link is called HA, high availability link. Through high availability link, firewall box 1 is sending hello packet to firewall box 2. He's saying what? Hello, I'm active. If you are working with active passive scenario, so one box is active and next box is what? Is in passive state. So firewall box 1 is sending hello packet to firewall box 2 through this failover link. He's saying what? Hello, I'm active. So all the traffic is traveling through this active appliance. In case if this active appliance goes down, this box will become active and traffic is automatically traveling via this site. In active passive, you can only utilize one firewall box. Next firewall box status is what? Passive status. Fabian. But in case if you want to utilize both the firewall box in your high availability cluster, yes, you can go with active feature. So we will discuss in detail only this topic. Right now I'm giving you a basic idea, but this topic will take minimum 2 to 3 hours with theoretical and practical implementation. Fabian, clear
Okay.
my point?
Okay, clear.
This is our only topic discussion today. Okay. Topic
Okay.
discussion. We will start our training from tomorrow, and we can start from 10:30 to
Okay.
1 p.m. Okay.
Okay.
So please connect tomorrow at 10:30.
Okay.
Okay, Fabian?
10:30 in our side.
Yes, my time. 10:30 my time. 30 minutes before. Today you connect 11 a.m., right?
Yes.
Now tomorrow you can connect 30 minutes before 10:30.
Okay, 10:30.
10:30 a.m., not p.m. So 10:30 a.m. My 10:30 a.m. to 1 p.m. my side.
Okay, sure.
Okay, Fabian? The same
Okay.
tomorrow. Let's continue our topic tomorrow. And please
Okay.
share your email ID in group. I think I already shared with you slides and notes, I think, right?
Yes, you share.
And what
I
about EVNG
downloaded.
full pack? Did I share
Sorry?
with you software EVNG full pack?
Yes, already. Some I didn't finish the downloads because the file is too big. It's around
Yes, file is big. Yes.
5 gig. Yes, it's 5
Try
gig.
to download today or tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
And we will continue our training from tomorrow. Okay, Fabian. Bye, dear. Take care.
Okay, sir. Thank you very
Bye,
much.
bye, bye, dear. Bye.